Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheep Get Sheared Podcast, home of people, politics, and popular culture. I'm your host, Austin Creed. Welcome to the show. Oh boy. Every day I wake up and I think to myself, I will not be living in Alice in Wonderland today. I will not be looking through the looking glass. I'll go back to 2019. I'll go back to 2009 when things made sense. The world wasn't upside down. I wasn't dealing with a bunch of backwards Cheshire Cat disappearing acts, the Mad Hatter running everything, the Queen of Hearts telling everybody what to do, painting blue roses red. I can't believe this. Okay, that was an exaggeration. I don't actually do that. But part of me thinks to myself, you know what? We might be getting the leadership that we deserve. I read a story today talking about how Pope Francis, Lenin's pope, in my estimation, is now authorizing the blessings for homosexual couples. And I thought to myself, my God, the church is just, it's finished, it's toast, it's over. But yet, guys like me are the problem. Guys with alternative lifestyles, like being biblical bachelors instead of married men. I'm apparently the problem. I'm the problem, not the fact that now the Catholic Church apparently doesn't even read the Bible anymore, the Old or New Testament, because nowhere in the Old or New Testament does God say that homosexuality counts as marriage. Not where. Not once. Not once. In fact, if you want to read the Torah instead of the liberal garbage that you find in your local newspaper, you would find that Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed by God for one of their sins being homosexuality. But you wouldn't know that. It's a crime against God as far as I'm concerned. Now, does that make it illegal? No, you can do whatever you want. We live in a free society. But does that mean then that I'm now forced to deal with this? I'm now forced to walk downtown, walk around my area and see them making out in public, and I'm supposed to just sit there and take that? I'm supposed to just sit there and say, oh yeah, okay. Or them force it on me and say that I have to like it. I have to like everything that they're doing. I don't have to like everything that they're doing. That doesn't mean I'm going to do anything about it. I'm not going to break the law. I'm not going to do anything like that. But then they want to thought police me. They want to tell me what to do. My friends, the insane are running the asylum. That's what this episode is today. The insane are running the asylum. Anybody ever see those old Batman cartoons where Batman would go to Arkham Asylum, the Joker would be in there, Two-Face would be in there, Killer Croc would be in there, all those classic Batman villains would be in there. Now, Batman is us. We go into Arkham Asylum and we see the LGBTQ on one side. We see the normalization of everything that was once at least put in the shadow realm of society. Not that it didn't happen. We all know it's always happened. But now we have to look at it everywhere we go on the internet, everywhere that we see in person, unless you live in certain places in the United States where there's some semblance of normalcy. You're now forced to look at this garbage, and if you don't like it, well, then you're the problem, not them. If you don't like the fact that in the public schools now, they're having the teachers go by Zim Zur and all this, and if you don't like it, then you're suspended for hate speech, not the teacher for hoisting this garbage on you and confusing the children. Or in Seattle, where a child fails a test for saying that only women can get pregnant, only men have a schmendrick. That's supposed to be okay? We're supposed to look the other way? Look, I'm not calling for no revolution. I'm not a revolutionary. But where's the conversation of how this affects society? When did the circus freaks, in my opinion, decide that they're now running the circus? They're now telling us what to do. The insane have taken the asylum over, and no one calls the police. No one says, hold on, wait a minute, something's not right here. This is not sustainable. This is not how society is supposed to be run. We're supposed to be a first world country. We're supposed to be leaders in intellectualism, science, discovery. We don't even realize the basics of biology. We don't realize the basics of human interactions and human society. We're trying to reinvent the wheel, and the world is looking at us and laughing. But that's what happens when the insane are running the asylum. You have everybody kowtowing to them according to what I know, the Hindus consider cows to be sacred. And so in India, there's a decent amount of cows running around because they have a hard time getting rid of them because they're sacred creatures. Now, I'm not comparing certain people of certain sexual orientations or anything else to a cow in a field, but what I am saying is I find the example equivalent in each way, where now you have them. I've looked at the generational charts of who's identified as what, because apparently that's important data. And so I look at that and I see that the silent generation had like 1% of people identified as abnormal and not straight. Then it jumps almost by 2x in every generation. Now, 2x 1%, that's not a huge deal. But 2x of about 15%, oh no, that's a little more important. Because apparently in my generation of Gen Z, like 30% of people identify as LGBTQ. Now let me ask you something. People can do whatever they want in the privacy of their own homes, okay? I'm a sexual libertarian in that regard. But explain to me why, instead of them just doing what they want to do in private and leaving all of us the hell alone like we do for them, I don't brag about how I'm getting this and how I blew my wife's back out or blew out my girlfriend's back last night. I don't go around talking about that, but yet I have to listen to stories about people in the Capitol building of all places in Congress blowing each other's back out while they're both men. Now I got to hear about that. I got to hear about everything under the sun about what you're doing with your personal life, and I don't care about it. Not only do I have to hear about it, you're forcing me to picture it, and I don't want to picture that garbage. I don't want to picture the degeneracy. I think it's disgusting. And then you have teachers coming out here dressing basically like hookers, in my opinion. And now the statutory grape is up through the roof compared to old times. Because they're getting with the football players, the basketball players, and they're grooming. And a lot of them are women, by the way, not men. Now, this is why I tell you the insane are running the asylum. Now, my question for you is, how do you deal with the craziness in the world? Whether you agree with this or not, how do you deal with the craziness in the world? How do you deal with the fact that you, the somewhat normal individual, are now castigated as a bigot? There are so many people who want to slap labels on us. The very fact that I, an independent conservative man of Jewish descent, as soon as I talk about how immigration is out of control and we need to control the immigration policy, because just like you wouldn't let anybody walk into your house or your backyard, why would you let anybody just walk into your country? Apparently that makes me a white supremacist. And then when I go in to say, wait, hold on a minute. I didn't say that the whites were inherently good or better than anybody. I just said that we need to stop the illegal immigration. They could be Irish or English for all I care. I don't care that they're Hispanic. I care that they're coming over the border and breaking federal law. That's what I care about. But apparently the fact that I like to discuss political issues from a white man's perspective, because what am I supposed to do? Talk from a black man's perspective? I can't do it. Not that I won't, I can't. There are some of us in society who just can't win no matter what we do. We try to talk about things important, we can't win. We try to go with the program, we're not going fast enough. We want to discuss things and say, hold on a second, this doesn't make sense, but I want to understand it, but first I want to make sure it's necessary. Oh, no, you're the problem. And this is why I tell you the insane are running the asylum. Because instead of explaining it to us and having a discussion about it, we're now having it hoisted down our throats, and if we don't like it, we're the ones getting fed medication, not them. We're the ones getting fed the garbage and the propaganda, not them. But apparently, I'm the problem for even discussing this. I know someone's going to get all mad that I'm even talking about it. Well, guess what? You can go kick rocks. I don't care what you think about me. Go ahead. Go ahead. See if I care what you write about me, you left-wing bums, you. I don't care what you say. Well, my friends, what do you think? Do you think this is an important issue? Because this is where I believe that we are getting sheared on this every single day. We're getting gaslit. We're getting castigated, chemically castrated, you name it. Everything is happening today. The question is, what are you going to do about it? How do you feel about this? What do you think about it? Because this is what's happening today. And people don't like to talk about it because they don't want to be attacked. Well, I'll talk about it. Go ahead. I like being attacked by the haters. I find it entertaining, frankly. Because all they do is attack me in bad faith. They don't want to debate me. If they wanted to debate me, I'd have a good conversation, but they don't want to debate in good faith. They want to slander and castigate me like they did in the Soviet Union. They want to come to me and they want to attack me and castigate me instead of having a conversation, because they know they can't have a rational conversation, because all of this is based off of emotion and how people feel, not actual facts. In fact, it's so not based on facts that now they have to get government funding to try to figure out a way to justify all this away, to make it seem scientific, when in fact it is not. But my friends, what do you think about all this? I've been going on here for about 10 minutes. I'm curious as to what you think, because at the end of the day, I could be alone. I don't think I am, but I could be. Because I firmly believe that the insane are running the asylum, and the rest of us are just kind of stuck along for the ride. Even if we want to walk away and leave and go to another country, we're the problem. As a man, if you're a passport bro, you're a problem. If you're a biblical bachelor and you don't want to participate in marriage, but you want to be a moral guy to an extent, you're the problem. If you want to just walk away, go your own way, you're the problem. At the end of the day, you can't win, so why do you even play the game? Just do whatever the heck you want, as long as it's within the merits of the law. My friends, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless America. If you like what you heard, you already know what to do. Head on over to X. Head on over to YouTube. Head on over to Rumble. Feel free to follow the show wherever you want. But my friends, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless America. I'm out of here. Peace.